Alright, welcome athletes. This is about wrist health and wrist flexibility, and at the same time preparing you for more wrist strength later on for the arm balances. So this may be something that you want to do before the arm balances. It's something in general to keep your wrists healthy and pain-free. So have a go at it. We'll start right away right here. Bringing your arms in front of you. You can stand, you can sit. Open the fingers for the first part. Gonna start to rotate the wrist 5 times one side. Really feeling out where your wrist can move into, exploring that range of motion full around. Then 5 times the other side, really just warming up before we go for some good stretches in there. Good. A little bit of a different one. I'll place all the fingers together. Again, rotating around, full range of motion. See how far your wrist can move in all directions, up, side, down, other side. Feeling the different hand motion actually impacting different ligament areas and tendon areas of your wrists. And the same thing with the last one. Wrap the fingers around your thumb. Going for a nice rotation again, full all the way around 5 times. And then 5 times the other side. Good. Let's bring it for our first mobility and stretch part here. Opening your fingers wide. So when you plant your hands for any kind of arm balance, you want to plant them right away nicely and fully, meaning with a good foundation, fingers wide. The whole base of your palm wants to be firmly planted on the ground. Now keeping your elbows straight. Keep the ribs and belly in for a strong lower body position here as well. And then we just start leaning forward into the stretch, loading it a bit, and then releasing. So just pulsing a little bit back and forward, slowly bringing on that load on your wrists. See that you keep your elbows straight and just really slowly moving into that stretch. Now on the last one we're going to hold it for a couple of breaths, so breathe in deeply as you hold and load your wrist with that stretch. Good, one more breath here. Good. Alright, let's take it to the back side. Still the same side, we rotate the hands around, fingers pointing towards your body. Same thing, elbows want to stay straight and strong. Keeping your belly and ribs in for a strong body position there in your core. And then again, start to pulse a bit. See that you can keep the heel of your hand, meaning the wrist, on the ground here as you pulse back and forward a couple of times. Good. Now on the last one, let's hold it again. Keeping that wrist planted, ribs in, lean backwards so you start loading that stretch on. Good. Alright, let's relieve carefully, gently shaking out a bit. Let's go to the back side of the wrist. So now your fingers are going to point towards your body. You want to place now the top of your hand and the top of the wrist on the ground. Same game, elbows straight, ribs in, strong body positions. And then start to lean and pulse and gently load on that stretch. So really exploring how far your wrist actually can go here. Good. Let's hold again, maybe for 3 breaths or so, really just stretching out, smiling if it feels good. Nice. Alright. Same thing now with the fingers forward one more time, so really getting for a good mobility and stretch here for both sides of the wrist, top and bottom. Elbows straight, ribs in, get it and lean forward and back in and out of that stretch. Really getting good wrist health going, protecting yourself from injuries and just being able to hold those balances longer. Now let's hold it again, maybe 3 breaths or so. Back of the wrist, the top of the wrist now is still on the ground, leaning forward to bring the stretch on. Nice. Relief a little bit. Good. Alright. Now a little mobility and stretch part, active flexibility part for the wrists here. Making fists, placing your fists firmly in the ground. and then starting to lean your wrists forward and back this way. So really starting to stretch the very inside and the very outside of the wrist a couple of times. Rolling your fist on the ground, feeling the stretch coming on for the inside muscles, tendons and ligaments of the wrist here. So doing this daily will definitely give you a strong wrist over the next couple of weeks as you do this. So every day a little bit, a couple of times a week will really go a long way for those ligament strengthening and tendon strengthening, so you don't have possible troubles in the future with it. So last part now, we'll place the back of the hands one more time on the ground. We're going to strengthen the top one more time. So here, keep the elbow straight. Just see how far of a fist you can make here. Really going a couple of times, curling your fingers in, making a strong fist. Nice. Then make the fist with bent elbows, elbows out to the side, keeping the wrist on the floor. See how far you can straighten. Gonna go 5 times again, it's a good number. See how far you can straighten, really giving those tendons and muscles a good stretch on the top of the wrist. Good. Alright, well done. Congrats on doing the good work. Check it out if it feels good. And this is it.